Now continue our studies. So hello, good afternoon students. I am going to continue our study. Some common protozoan disease in humans, its transmission and pathogens. Fourth disease is sleeping sickness. Pathogens including Trypanosoma brucei, transmissions by bite of the testis fly. Next, मलेरिया काला जार its another name is leishmaniasis, leishmania, Leishmania donovani. Leishmania donovani is causative agent. It is caused by bite of sandfly, and next malaria caused by Plasmodium species like Plasmodium species. It is caused by bite of female Anopheles mosquito. Leishmaniasis, kala jar. Now discuss Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malariae, Plasmodium falciparum, Vivax malariae, Vivax malariae and Plasmodium falciparum. Now discuss malaria. Malaria is caused by Plasmodium Plasmodium is a protozoan. Different species protozoans. It is different species of Plasmodium are Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium falciparum. Plasmodium falciparum causes the most serious and fatal malignant malaria. Vectors of Plasmodium is female Anopheles mosquito, which transfers the sporozoites. Sporozoites is the infectious form of Plasmodium. So, malaria is a protozoan disease which is caused by the different species of malaria, different species of Plasmodium like Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium falciparum. So, malignant malaria is caused by the Plasmodium falciparum. The vectors of Plasmodium is female Anopheles mosquito. which transfers the sporozoites. That is the infectious form of Plasmodium. First of all, Plasmodium required two hosts. It completed its life cycle into two hosts. One is mosquito and second is human. So human and mosquito are the two hosts of the Plasmodium which complete its life cycle. The infected Anopheles mosquito transfer the infectious form of Plasmodium, that is sporozoites, to the human body by biting. That means कि when the mosquito bites human, sporozoites are injected with bite into host body. After entering the human body, all events are repeated. That means when first of all mosquitoes bite human host and transfers their infectious portion, infected forms in the form of sporozoites in the body of human, which reaches to the liver cell. The parasite known as sporozoites reach the liver through bloods, that reaches to the liver through bloods. The sporozoites reach the liver cells where it start to multiply, where they start to multiply and attack to the red blood cells, and then attack to the red blood cells and where asexual cycle takes place that result into formations of more and more sporozoites forms after ruptures of the wall of RBC. They disperse into the blood. So the parasite reproduces asexually in liver cells. Liver cells burst the cells and releasing into the blood, where after bursting it releases a toxic substance. This is known as hemojoin. Hemojoin is a toxic substance which is released by the burstings of the cell where sporozoites are spread. So in human, asexual phase of life cycle is completed, then parasites reproduce asexually in red blood cells, bursting the red blood cells and causing cycle of fever, other symptoms. Released parasite infect new red blood cells, यानी कि न्यू RBC is formed. Then hemojoin is a toxic which is released by the bursting of the cell, and this is responsible for high fever, that means intensive fevers, chills and shivering of the patient. After completion of asexual reproductions, they enter into the mosquitoes' bodies and start their gametocyte. So sexual stage known as gametocyte develops in red blood cells, from where these parasites enter the female Anopheles mosquito when they bite an infected persons. So female mosquitoes take up gametocyte with blood meals, or then it take their gametocytes with the help of the blood. In the body of mosquitoes, They fertilized and multiply in the stomach wall. Fertilizations and development takes place in the mosquito's intestine. After fertilizations, mature infective stages, sporozoites are now stored in the salivary glands of the mosquito till it is again transferred to human body by a mosquito bite. After entering the human body, all events are repeated. So, in nutshell, we can say that first of all, mosquito bite the human in the form of sporozoites. It reaches to the liver cell where it multiply and increase their number, where it burst and released in the blood and releasing with rupturing and releasing a toxic substance known as hemojoin. Hemojoin is responsible for intensive fevers, chills and shivering. So asexual mode of reproduction takes place in human body and human is the host. Parasites reproduces asexually in red blood cell, bursting the red blood cells and causing cycles of fever and other symptoms. Released parasite infect new red blood cells and sexual stage of parasite known as the gametocyte develop in the red blood cells. So male and female gametes are formed and enter into the female mosquitoes. So female mosquitoes take up with blood males in the gametocytes. So fertilization and development takes place inside the mosquitoes stomach walls and after maturity mature infective stage sporozoites escape from intestine and migrate to the mosquito's salivary glands where it is stored, and when the mosquitoes again bite another human and enter into the human body and all their events are repeated. So malaria parasites like plasmodium completed its life cycle into two phases, mosquitoes and human. So in human asexual phase takes place, or in mosquito bodies sexual phases takes place. So these are the life cycle of mosquito. Plasmodium, that is known as malaria parasite, malarial parasite. So malaria is cured taking anti-malarial drugs like quinine and chloroquine. So we can cure the malaria disease by taking of drugs like quinine and chloroquine. It is prevented by killing mosquitoes by spraying DDT, BHC, etc., and using mosquitoes repellents like mosquitoes net, Odomas, good night, etc. So these are the preventive measures and the drugs by which we can cure the malaria disease. Next, fungal diseases like ringworms. Ringworm is soil-borne disease. It is caused by fungi like Microsporum, Trichophyton and Epidermophyta. These are the fungi which caused the fungal diseases like ringworm. Transmission of the diseases. It is transmitted through contact with infected persons or from soil. Also through towel, cloths, gums, etc. of the infected persons. So, fungal diseases is spread by the personal contacts of the infected persons, its clothes, and other substances. The patient show the different symptoms like dry and scaly lesion on skins, nails and scraps. Lesions are accompanied by intensive itching. So these are the symptoms in which ringworms, the disease ringworms in which dry and scaly lesions on our skin, nails and scalps. So you see the different types of diseases which is caused by the different agents and different pathogens. So last, helminthic diseases. Helminthic is a worm that is caused different types of diseases like escheriasis, elephantiasis or filariasis. So, elephantis, its another name is filariasis. First, escheriasis. Escheriasis. Escheriasis is caused by intestinal endoparasite of human. So, Escherichia, its causative agents are Escherichia lumbricoides are endoparasite which live inside the intestine of human which caused a type of disease is known as Escherichia. So commonly called as egg of parasites are excreted along with feces of infected persons. It is spread by the excreted along egg of parasites are excreted along with feces of infected persons which contaminates water, soil and plants. So egg of parasites are excreted along with feces. Feces is the waste product of insects or worms of infected persons. That is the semi-solid substance like undigested food which is come out in the form of the feces, which contaminates water, soil and plants. Infection takes place through contaminated fruits, vegetable and water. So this disease is caused and spread when the person takes contaminated fruit, vegetables and water. So before using fruits, vegetable, waters and other items for feedings, first of all we sterilized to free from the contaminations. The symptoms of this disease is abdominal pain, indigestion, internal bleeding, muscular pain, fever, anemia, blockage of intestinal passage and nausea and headache are the symptoms seen in the patient who is suffering from escheriasis. Next, filariasis. Another name is elephantiasis. Elephantiasis is caused or filaria is caused by the filarial worm. It is known as Boucheria bancrofti or Boucheria malai. These are the two species of Boucheria that is known as filarial worms which is caused filariasis. The pathogens is carried by a vector This is known as female Culex mosquito. Female Culex mosquito is the vectors of the pathogens like Boucheria, which carry on them and also affects the diseases. Symptoms of this disease are inflammations of organs in which they live, blockage of lymph vessels of lower limbs resulting in swelling. Lower limbs appear like legs of elephant as their name, such as their name. So, legs of the persons just like the legs of elephant, so it is also known as elephantiasis. Genital organs may also be affected, leading to deformations. So, due to the infections, the body parts become deformation. Take the deformations, thus that is not normal in their shape and size. Now, these are the different types of diseases which is caused by the different pathogens. Then, which type of and preventions and preventive measures we take to control of infectious diseases. So, first, for disease which is transmitted through food and water, those type of diseases which is caused or transmitted through contaminated food and waters like typhoid, amoebiasis, ascariasis. So these are the disease which is caused and transmitted by the food and waters. Which type of preventive measures we take? First, maintenance of personal hygiene. How to maintain our personal hygiene? We maintain our personal hygiene by keeping the body clean, consuming clean drinking waters, food, vegetables and fruit, etc., that make them healthy, as well as also maintain our personal hygiene. The second points, how to control this disease to maintenance of public hygiene. Personal hygiene along with the public hygiene. How to control this disease? That means ki proper disposals of waste and excreta. Periodic cleaning and disinfections of water reservoir and pool. We try to clean and disinfect infections of water reservoir and pools, tanks, a standard practice of hygiene in public catering. So it is the must to maintain of public hygiene, and then we maintain these points, maintain these habits and keep this habit to maintain ourselves free from the diseases. Then second, diseases which is caused by the air. For airborne diseases like pneumonia, common cold, etc., we can also prevent by the different way. First, maintain personal hygiene, already discussed above. Second is maintain public hygiene, already discussed. And then close contact with infected persons. Then we also avoid belonging to them. Then we are also prevented from the airborne diseases. So close contact with infected persons or their belongings should be avoided. Next, preventive measures for vectors borne diseases. For which type of diseases? That is vector borne diseases like malaria, filariasis, dengue, chikungunya. Which type of preventive measures we can take? So previous above mentions precautions like maintenance of personal hygiene, maintenance of public hygiene, personal contacts or their belongings should be avoided are also necessary, but some points also we can take in this field, like that eradications of vectors and their breeding places. Next, use of mosquitoes nets. So these are the process including process with the help of preventions and control of preventive measures. Then vaccinations and immunizations. Time to times we maintain the immune systems to provided vaccines, and the process is known as immunization. So all ages are also maintain the immunizations to take vaccines as well as their personal maintenance and public hygiene. Last and but least, use of antibiotics and drugs to treat the infected persons. We use antibiotics for the different diseases and different treatments. So antibiotics and drugs to treat the infected persons. So these are the preventive measures to prevent and control the diseases which is transmitted by air, food and water, vectors, and some points we also needed to say in field of vaccinations and immunizations. Time to times programs for disease like polio, diphtheria, tetanus are also controlled by the giving vaccinations of the particular diseases. Thank you.